Okay, so the DJI Osmo, no, not the Osmo. Oops. No, the DJI Ronin SE just came out, and I'm gonna do my thoughts on it.
And my thoughts.
Oh, and Connor's thoughts on it. Okay, so let's hear your thoughts, Connor.
So first, I think that now it's basically they made the Osmo Pocket, but now you can change the camera. Now, yes, it is bigger. I'll admit, yes, it is bigger now. And you'd be like, that's not the point of the Osmo Pocket, that it's to fit in your pocket. But I think there's a small subset of people that was using the Pocket more for the gimbal stabilizer, and they have a perfectly good camera at home. You know, why spend, the $350 on the Pocket plus, charging case and blah, 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 when I have a perfectly functioning 4K camera that shoots better than the Pocket. Now those people who want better shots on a gimbal but are on more of a budget, now they've got a more budget option. Because now the Ronin series is more affordable. And I think that's really, now we're bringing gimbals more into a mainstream type of audience. We're no longer in an era where gimbals are reserved for the people who are really expensive. Now you can buy, a good DSLR camera, and now you have a good gimbal for it. And you get the DJI feature set with it. Before you either had to get the Pocket and really sacrifice on quality and not get that DJI feature set, or, just buck up for a really expensive Ronin to get the DJI feature set. But for people now, there's an affordable gimbal for them to have a camera to mount on. Now they can just have their really nice camera mounted on. Because I think really that's what's happened. There's now an affordable gimbal that can really come to the masses. Because the Ronins were like, how much for the Ronins beforehand? I don't know. They're expensive.
I'll put it up on screen.
Put it up on screen. Okay. Before they were that much, and now what? They're $400. They're $400, and they basically do everything a Pocket does. If you have a really expensive DSLR camera, there's no point to getting the Pocket anymore, unless you really need a small camera. But I doubt that you're gonna really need the small camera with the gimbal.
No, yeah.
Like, it's not like the Pocket's gonna die. I'm just saying they took away some of the audience there.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I would say, the Ronin SC is really now this gimbal that professional photographers now have an option to use the DJI feature set for cheaper. And I think that's really what it's more meant. It's more meant to bring this to the masses. I know Ronin isn't a consumer product line, but same thing with Phantom. Phantom's not meant was originally not a consumer product line, and look at it now. It's a consumer product line. And
I would agree.
Really what, it's like DJI does this all the time. So if you're arguing that, hey, it's not going to be as big because it's a professional product, no. Look at the Phantom one. And I think, now Ronin's a bit more of a consumer series.
Yeah, I would have to definitely agree with that.
Maybe they may make a Osmo version of it that's like the Osmo just gimbal. Kind of like a mobile, but not really. More like the Ronin. It's kind of like a mobile Ronin SC combo piece. They might do that, but maybe not. Maybe not. But now they're kind of making the Ronin more mainstream. They're kind of doing the same thing they did with the Phantom. It's like they've now made it affordable for the mass consumer now, and I think that's definitely good for DJI. Because now they've got another product that they can sell to the mass consumer. Now, they could have probably overcharged on this since it's the Ronin series and they're selling to pros, but I think that's not a thing that we should complain about. I think what we really should be praising, but I really think that's something we should praise DJI for. And I think it's a smart move on their choice because they're now bringing a more affordable gimbal, and now they've got more people that can buy their gimbal. Anything you want to add on?
Yeah, a couple things. So, I personally think that they've released this gimbal for the next line up of like the Osmo consumers. For the Osmo consumers, it's easy to have everything in just one place. It's really easy. There's no balancing, but a good image still comes out of it. And I think that the SE is for more professional people or for someone who just has a DSLR laying around.
Yeah, I want to say something.
Sure, okay.
I think that, adding on to your point is, I kind of disagree that, I think it's kind of for the Osmo consumer too. Because you may say, oh no, it's too expensive or out of the price range just for a camera, but what you're missing on this is just, the fact is, it's a gimbal, and if you're dropping $350 on the Pocket or the $400 on the Action, they probably have the money to drop on the Ronin for their own tastes. I think that it's definitely
It's gonna be more expensive.
It's kind of like the tier up Osmo Mobile. Really.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Really,
but
I
it's
actually.
For the Osmo consumer.
I agree.
Some of the higher end Osmo consumers are gonna buy it. Like, that's the thing. If some of those target consumers are gonna buy it, it's just they're a bit more wealthy. Because it's pretty affordable for someone who's in the price range of a DJI drone.
Yeah, though those DSLRs, though, oh god.
And those are a different story. But you don't have to put a DSLR on it. That's the thing. No, that's what they show it with, but
it's really art. It's
you
not.
You could put a Fujifilm XP140 or an XP90 and get really good footage.
Then at that point, don't you? I really would prefer the Osmo at that point.
Right, at that point, you're spending more on the gimbal than the actual camera.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's for the people who want next level footage.
Right. But I think you could still put even a GoPro on it. I know the mobile has an adapter. Don't go yelling in the comments like they have an adapter and blah 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 blah. No, I know they do. We've thought about buying it for the Osmo Mobile Henry's using to shoot this footage on, but the thing is, what I'm saying is you could probably put a GoPro on it and you would still get the next level footage that they're advertising, And I think it's got more features than the Osmo Mobile. So if you're all screaming like they have an adapter bracket and blah 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 blah, you're missing the point of there's more features on this. And the Osmo Mobile is about $150, I believe.
The mobile, about $100 if you buy it on eBay.
Yeah, $100 on eBay. Maybe it's like $100 to $150 if you buy it. Some of the more higher end, like more closer to $150, are gonna have a more of a feature set with it. But really, it's about $100 to $150, and really, for what about triple the price, you get way more features with it, way more software features. Now it's a bit bigger, but you can still use it in a handheld mode and as a tripod, so you get more features. You don't even need to bring a tripod. You already got the tripod on it, so you got to add the value of the fact that you add a tripod onto it, which is probably now another $40 onto that purchase price, making the lower end total now $140. And then now you get all this software, which is worth a lot of the money that you're paying for it. Now you've got a worthwhile investment idea. That's really gonna take, a camera that's like a GoPro or maybe even the Fujifilm, even though it's less expensive than that, even though it's the gimbal's more expensive, it will allow you to get that next level footage that you are looking for. If you are looking for that next level footage, you're going to be able to get that with any camera, really. Now that it's stabilized and now that you got that feature set. It doesn't matter what camera you put on it, You don't have to put a DSLR on it. You could put, what I said, a cheaper action camera like the Fujifilm or the GoPro and still get good footage with it.
No, yeah, I agree.
As long as you're not complaining about the image quality, you're still gonna get good image. You know, and I think that that's kind of what it's for. It's a gimbal that can do a lot with your camera. You're right, it is what brings it to the next level, but I think it's now brought that next level of footage in within reach of the consumer. And that's what DJI is known for, you know. Every time we see them release a new product, it's almost been like, oh wait, this now brings this more affordable to the consumer. Like Mavic brought the Phantom-ish drone into, you know, more affordable for the average consumer. You know, Phantom put drones, more, you know, really good professional drones into the hands of a consumer. You know, these product lines are not really, you know, these product lines really have, every time DJI releases a product, it usually brings access to their products to more people. And like, you know, you may say like kind of like the Telos, the black sheep of the, you know, DJI family, but still, it brought drones, you know, the DJI product, you know, more affordable to most people. You know, no longer there are the days when you have to, you know, no longer are the days when you have to drop a lot of money on a professional gimbal like that. Now are the days when you can buy a $400 gimbal and it is a professional quality gimbal. And I think that's what DJI is about. DJI has brought many industries and made them more towards the public, like drones. They started the drone industry basically, you know, and they brought it to the public with the Telo. They either start an industry or they make it more affordable for the public.
Except for the GoPro.
Well, no, the action was kind of like